Welcome to Lakshman Biology. In this video we will discuss about the ABO blood groups and RH blood grouping. Okay. See, humans contain two different variety of blood groups that are number 1 is ABO grouping and number 2 is RH grouping. ABO grouping. ABO blood grouping is based on presence or absence of two surface antigens. ABO blood grouping is based on presence or absence of two surface antigens. See, the antigens, the surface antigens which are responsible for the formation of ABO blood grouping is present on RBC. This is RBC. RBC means red blood cell or erythrocyte. On RBC, on the surface of RBC, we can see the antigens. Based on presence or absence of type of antigen, we can see the formation of different variety of blood groups. Here, if RBC contain antigen A, then that belongs to the A blood group. If RBC contain RBC on its surface, if it is contain antigen A, then that belongs to A blood group. Then if antigen B present on the RBC surface, then that belongs to B blood group. If both antigen A and antigen B, if both antigen A and antigen B present on the surface of RBC, then that belongs to an AB blood group. Then if there is no A antigen and B antigen, those belongs to O blood group. Here, based on presence or absence of two antigens, that are A and B, we can see the formation of four different variety of blood groups. If A antigen is present, that belongs to A blood group. If B antigen is present, then that belongs to an B blood group. If both antigen A and antigen B are present, then that belongs to an AB blood group. If there is no antigens on RBC, that belongs to an O blood group. Based on that, we can identify that if you are belongs to A blood group, your RBC, on surface of your RBC you have A antigen. If you are belongs to O blood group, there is no antigens on your RBC. See, that is the formation of different variety of blood groups because of presence or absence of antigen A and antigen B. That is called ABO blood grouping. Then if you see these four different variety of blood groups, those contain antigens on their RBC. Apart from that, in their plasma there is a antibodies. If you see A blood group persons, already we have saw that in previous video, A blood group persons contain A antigen. Okay, this column belongs to antigens, this column belongs to blood group. A blood group person contain A antigen on RBC. Then if you see the antibodies which are present in the plasma of A blood group are anti-B. Anti-B antibodies we can see in plasma. Because of presence of anti-B antibodies, the A blood group person cannot take B blood into its body. Why? Because when they take B blood group, the antigen which present in the on the RBC of B can interact with the antibody B which present in the plasma. Okay, that is about antibody which is present in A blood group. Because of presence of anti-B antibody, donors for the A blood group is A and O. Donors group, this column contain donors group, means the A blood group persons can take blood from the A blood group and from the O blood group. Then if you see the blood group B, the persons who has blood group B has antigen B on their RBC, then anti-A antibody in their plasma. Then B blood group peoples can take blood from B blood group and O blood group. Then if you see the AB blood group peoples, they contain both antigens, A antigen and B antigen on their body surface, on their RBC. Then if you see antibodies, there is no antibodies to fight with antigens. Hence, because of absence of antibodies, the AB blood group peoples can take blood from all another blood groups. See, AB blood group persons can take blood from AB, can take blood from A, can take blood from B, can take blood from O also. Means because of absence of antibodies in the plasma of AB blood group peoples, they can receive blood from any another blood group. Because of this property, AB blood group persons are called universal receivers. Those are universal receivers. Then O blood group. If you see the O blood group, the O blood group not contain any antigens on the RBC, but O blood group peoples contain both anti-A and anti-B antibodies on their plasma. Because of presence of both A and B antibodies, they cannot receive blood from any another persons. They can take blood only from same blood group persons. Means O blood group persons can take blood only from O. Why? Because if they take blood from another blood groups, the antibodies which are present in their plasma can form agglutination or clotting in the body. Hence, here O blood group peoples can donate blood to any another persons because of absence of antigens, but O blood group peoples can take blood only from the same blood group. Based on this, we can say that the O blood group peoples are universal donors. Why? Because they can donate blood to any another person. Then AB blood group persons are called universal receivers. That is about ABO blood grouping. After that, we have to discuss about RH blood grouping or RH blood types. See, there is a scientists that are Karl and Steiner. Two scientists are there. Those are Karl and Steiner. And apart from that, Alexander S. Weiner. Karl and Steiner, sorry, it is only one name, Karl Landsteiner, not Karl and Steiner, Karl Landsteiner, it is only one name, there is a gap only. Karl Landsteiner and Alexander S. Weiner, two scientists are there, that are Karl Landsteiner and Alexander S. Weiner. They discovered another antigen on surface of RBC. This is the RBC or red blood cell. the two scientists identified another antigen on the surface of RBC of rhesus monkey. They identified the new antigen on the surface of RBC of rhesus monkey. Hence, this antigen also called as Rh antigen, because this is identified in rhesus monkey. This Rh antigen also called as Rh factor or D antigen. Rh factor or D antigen. That D antigen or Rh factor or Rh antigen is identified inside the RBC, inside the monkey. The monkey name is rhesus monkey. Scientific name is Macaca mulatta. Later, they identified same Rh antigen on the RBC of human beings also. Then, if Rh factor or Rh antigen present on RBC, those are belongs to Rh positive peoples. Then if there is no Rh antigen on surface of RBC, then those are belongs to Rh negative peoples. Approximately 85% of human beings belongs to Rh positive, because they contain Rh antigen on their RBC. Remaining 15% peoples are belongs to Rh negative. Here, another thing which you have to identify it. See, if along with Rh antigen, if antigen A along with the Rh antigen, if antigen A present in on the RBC, then those are belongs to A positive blood group peoples. Positive is comes because of presence of Rh factor. Then A because of presence of A antigen on the surface. Then on RBC, only A antigen is present without Rh factor, then those belongs to A negative. Means negative is because of absence of Rh factor. Based on that, we can identify that B positive persons contain two antigens on their RBC. Number one is antigen B, because of presence of antigen B, that is B blood group. Then apart from B antigen, the B blood group, B positive peoples also contain the Rh antigen. Apart from the B antigen, B positive blood group peoples also contain Rh factor or Rh antigen on their RBC. Then B negative means they contain only B antigen without Rh factor, without Rh antigen. Then those are belongs to B negative. Means the positive and negative blood groups are formed because of presence or absence of Rh antigen. That is about the Rh antigen. Next, for ABO blood grouping, apart from antigen, we have discussed antibody also. A blood group peoples contain B antibody in their plasma. B blood group peoples contain A antibody on their plasma, in their plasma. Then O blood group peoples contain AB antibodies in their plasma. AB blood group peoples not contain any antibody in their plasma. Okay, apart from antigen, we have discussed the type of antibody also in the ABO blood grouping. But if you see here Rh blood grouping, Rh antigen is present, which will give positive to the blood group. But Rh antibodies are commonly absent. Rh antibodies are commonly absent. But when you transfer the Rh positive blood, when you transfer Rh positive blood into Rh negative person, then Rh antibodies are formed in receiver. Receiver means here negative blood group produce Rh antibodies. Why? Because Rh antigen is absent on RBC of Rh negative blood group peoples. When we are transfer Rh antigen containing blood, means positive blood, into the negative blood group peoples, then what happen? Rh antibodies are formed in their blood. Based on that, we can identify that, we can say that the Rh antibodies are normally absent in the blood, but when you transfer the Rh positive blood into Rh negative blood, the negative blood will produce the Rh antibodies. Here example for Rh positive, that is A positive. If you are transfer blood from A positive to A negative, then also we can see the formation of Rh antibodies in the receiver body, because here we are transferring positive blood, Rh positive blood, into the negative blood peoples. Okay, hence we cannot transfer the positive blood into the negative patient. We cannot transfer the positive blood into negative blood. If those are belongs to same blood group also, example, we cannot transfer blood from A positive to A negative. Why? Because A negative person can get Rh antibodies in their body. That will cause damage of blood of negative person. Other example, we cannot transfer the blood in between O positive and O negative, means O positive blood we cannot transfer to O negative blood also. Why? Because O negative blood person can generate the Rh antibodies, but we can transfer blood, negative blood, into positive blood. Nothing will happen if you are transfer blood from A negative to A positive, but we cannot transfer blood from A positive to A negative. Reverse will happen, means negative blood we can transfer to the into the positive persons, but positive blood we cannot transfer into the negative person. If you are transfer the negative blood into positive blood, then nothing will happen. But if you transfer the positive blood to the negative blood, then only the Rh antibodies are formed in receiver body. Hence, we can change based on this universal donor and universal receiver. Here universal donor is O negative. Why? Because O negative peoples can give blood to positive also, O positive, A positive, AB positive, A negative, O positive, anyone. Because negative blood, if you are transferred to the positive, then there is no formation of antibodies in positive blood groups. Then universal receiver is AB positive, not AB negative. Why? Because if AB negative is there, we cannot transfer the blood from O positive to AB negative or AB positive to AB negative. Negative blood group can produce the antibodies, Rh antibodies. Hence, universal donor is O negative, then universal receiver is AB positive. That is about the Rh blood grouping based on presence or absence of Rh antigen. There is a formation of two types of blood groups, that are positive blood group and negative blood group. Then we have to discuss about one disease, that is called erythroblastosis fetalis. Erythroblastosis fetalis. Erythroblastosis fetalis is one type of hemolytic disease which present in newborn. It is an hemolytic disease of fetus or newborn. Hemolytic disorder means which leads to destroy of the blood cells, mainly RBC. Okay, when we can see this disease, erythroblastosis fetalis means it is an hemolytic disease in a newborn or in fetus. It is an alloimmune condition that develops in an Rh positive fetus whose father is Rh positive and mother is Rh negative. This erythroblastosis fetalis we can see only in Rh positive fetus. When that fetus mother belongs to Rh negative and the father belongs to Rh positive, then how it will happen, all we have to discuss. How will it happen? See, when Rh positive male, he is the male, he belongs to Rh positive. When Rh positive male marry with Rh negative female, any negative, A negative, B negative, O negative, any negative. If Rh positive male marry with Rh negative female, what happen? During first pregnancy, if the fetus belongs to Rh positive, see, this is the uterus. Inside the uterus there is a baby. This baby belongs to Rh positive. Here mother is Rh negative. If first fetus is Rh positive, what happen? We have to see. See, negative blood is present in mother and positive blood is present in fetus. But mother negative blood and fetus positive blood will not mix because of presence of placenta in between the mother and fetus. In between the mother and fetus there is a barrier that is called placenta. Placenta act as barrier in between the mother and fetus. Hence, fetus blood and mother blood will not mix. But this placenta allow exchange of few types of nutrients, gases, etc. It can allow transportation of oxygen from mother blood to fetus. See, here blood will reach up to placenta and the nutrients which are present in the mother blood enter into the fetus blood through the diffusion, but mother blood will not mix with the fetal blood. Only the substances which are present in mother blood enter into the fetus blood, and the substances which are present in the fetus blood can enter into the mother blood, like excretory products, the carbon dioxide, etc. See, after the 9 months of pregnancy, during the delivery of first fetus, that is positive fetus, there is a chances of rupturing of placenta. During the first delivery, what happen? The placenta will get ruptured. There is a damage to the placenta during the delivery of first baby. There is no effect to the first baby if first baby belongs to positive also. Why? Because during the delivery only the positive blood of fetus can mix with the negative blood of mother during delivery only. Hence, there is no effect to the first fetus. But when small amount of positive blood of fetus mix with the negative blood of mother during first delivery, which leads to production of Rh antibodies. Already in previous slide we have discussed that when positive blood mixed in negative blood, there is a formation of Rh antibodies in the negative blood. Here these Rh antibodies are formed in the mother blood. Okay, next, delivery completed. After some days, if she gets second pregnancy, if that second pregnancy also belongs to an positive blood, then what happen? See, second pregnancy, that is uterus, and it is a baby. Second baby also belongs to positive. This time already preformed Rh antibodies which are present in mother blood can cross the placenta, enter into the fetus. See, these Rh antibodies are belongs to IgG type. IgG type antibodies can cross the placenta easily, but remaining antibodies cannot cross the placenta. Example, if mother contain A positive blood, here negative, if mother contain A negative blood, fetus contain B positive blood. Example, A negative blood means there is a B antibodies in plasma. These B antibodies cannot cross the placenta. If B antibodies are able to cross the placenta, that B antibodies can destroy the B blood group of fetus. Hence, here B antibodies cannot cross, and if A antibodies are present in the mother, that are also cannot cross through the placenta. Only anti-D antibodies or Rh antibodies, those are belongs to IgG type, that Rh antibodies can cross the placenta and enter into the fetus. That antibodies interact with the Rh antibodies which are enter into the fetus, interact with the fetus Rh antigen. See, once I will draw the fetus blood, this is the fetus blood cell. On the fetus blood cell we can see Rh antigen, because those are belongs to Rh positive. The antibodies which are enter into the mother to fetus, that Rh antibodies goes and interact with the Rh antigen which are present on the RBC of fetus, then which leads to an harmful symptoms, that is destroy of the fetal RBC, which leads to an hemolytic anemia and jaundice. See, RBC, number of RBC are destroyed because of Rh antibodies. Then to overcome lot of RBC are decreased, to overcome that, the fetus will produce lot of RBC, not only from the bone marrow. Actually red blood cells are formed from the bone marrow. Bone marrow of fetus will produce lot of RBC, because lot of RBC every day destroying. Then apart from the bone marrow, the spleen and liver of the fetus also produce RBC. Here lot of RBC are released into blood before maturity. Immature RBC cells also released into the blood. That immature stage of RBC is called erythroblast. Okay, during formation of mature RBC from the immature RBC from the stem cells of bone marrow, there is one immature stage that is called erythroblast. this erythroblast stage of RBC enter into the bloodstream. Hence this disease also called as erythroblastosis fetalis. Here, because of erythroblastosis fetalis, mainly we can see the destroy of RBC, hemolytic anemia, jaundice in newborn baby. That are the symptoms. Next we will see prevention methods or treatment. We have to give anti-D antibodies into the mother. When we are identify negative blood group in the mother and positive blood group in the fetus, then we have to inject anti-D antibodies into the mother at 28th and 34th weeks of gestation. Means during 28th week and 34th week of pregnancy, we have to add the anti-D antibodies. Then if a Rh negative mother delivers the Rh positive baby, after the delivery, as soon as possible, we have to inject the Rh antibodies. We have to inject Rh antibodies into the mother. When we are inject Rh antibodies, sorry, anti-D antibodies, not Rh antibodies, anti-D antibodies or anti-Rh antibodies. If you are inject the anti-D antibodies, these anti-D antibodies will go and bind with the mother, bind with the fetal RBC which are mixed into the mother. Hence there is a development of passive immunity in mother which prevents the formation of anti-D antibodies in mother blood. What these anti-D antibodies will do? They destroy the Rh positive fetal erythrocytes. See, this is one RBC which mixed in which contain Rh antigen on its surface, which mixed in mother blood. Fetus RBC mixed in mother blood. It belongs to positive. Hence, the mother blood, if it is recognized, this mother blood will produce Rh antibodies. If you are inject anti-D antibodies, these anti-D antibodies before formation of Rh antibodies in mother, it will go and interact with the injected anti-D antibodies goes and interacted with the antigens or fetal blood cells which are mixed in the mother blood are deactivated, means destroyed. Fetal blood cells which are enter in mother blood are destroyed. Then what happens? There is no formation of Rh antibodies in mother. Okay, these type of injections we should give at every delivery to the mother and during pregnancy of every time also. That is about prevention methods of erythroblastosis fetalis. Thank you. For more updates, like, share, subscribe.